What's up, everybody? Hope you guys are having a safe and great day or night depending on when you see this video. I know the world, especially the US, is a little crazy right now, so hopefully this video can help get your mind off of things, at least for a little bit. Today we're going to be going over several smartphone accessories that I've been using with the Galaxy S20 Ultra. That being said, these will work with other smartphones such as the S20 or S20 Plus, so if you didn't pick up an Ultra, no worries, it's all good. Also, this is by no means a budget style video. Some of the items on this list are on the pricier side. If you want a more cost conscious style video, let me know and I'll come up with some cheaper alternatives to some of the items in this video. It's gonna be a longer form video, so I decided to break it up into two different categories. The first half is gonna be more general accessories for the masses, and the second half is gonna be focused on content creation. You can follow the time code in the description if you feel like jumping around. To kick it off, I have a few items from Pitaka. I know many of you are already familiar with Pitaka, but in case you're not, they specialize in premium smartphone and lifestyle accessories. Things like various carbon fiber smartphone cases, as well as docks and chargers like this one. I've been using one of their newer style cases called the Easy Mag case for the S20 Ultra, and it's been awesome. It's made of carbon fiber, so it's tough, lightweight, and thin. The Easy Mag portion of the case is due to a tiny, unseen, unfelt strip of metal in the back of the case. This piece of metal allows the phone to be attached to various Easy Mag docks and mounts magnetically. Of course, this allows for stupid easy mounting and unmounting since you no longer have to fumble with adjusting anything. One of the Easy Mag case accessories I've been using is the car mount. It's easily the best looking car charger I've ever used. It's made of a combination of high quality plastics, carbon fiber of course, and stainless steel. The result is a luxury sports car looking wireless car mount that can charge your S20 Ultra with wireless quick charge 3.0 speeds. It works fantastic thanks to the built-in fan to dissipate the heat when in use. This is extremely important for us poor Florida jackasses that get third-degree burns on our steering wheels or when sitting on leather seats after our car has been out in the sun all day. The last item I have from Pitaka is the Air Tray. It's a wireless charging desktop organizer that looks awesome. It's made of stainless steel, carbon fiber, and it has a nice soft microfiber lining for storing other items. Unlike other desktop wireless charging docks, the Air Tray has a single area for charging your phone. But that area features 3 different charging coils, so positioning your device in a specific way really isn't necessary. I just simply set my phone down on the carbon fiber area and it charges. Then I just keep it moving. There's no repositioning or anything like that. In the microfiber bin, I typically keep things like my Galaxy Buds Plus, glasses, and a wallet. It's pretty big actually and can hold quite a bit. If you have a modern setup, I highly recommend the Air Tray. The next item or items come from the Stick company, and they're called the IMStick and the IMStick stand. They use a similar concept to Pitaka's Easy Mag case accessories in the sense that everything is done through magnets. The difference is you can use almost any case with the IMStick and even go caseless since a round piece of metal is included in the box that has a 3M backside for attaching it to your phone. The actual IMStick is a round magnet that sticks to the phone and features 2 rubber metal thingies. They can easily be adjusted and bent to either prop your phone up or wrap around a pole or a bar for holding your phone in the air. Plus, there's a quarter 20 back here for attaching the IM stand or other things like an articulating arm. The IM stand that I currently have is technically an engineering sample, so the actual retail version may be a little bit different. Just keep that in mind. Nonetheless, I really do like it. I think it looks great on a desk. It's fantastic for product shots and B-roll, so if you're a content creator, just pick one of these up. You'll thank me later, because the adjustability in the actual stand is awesome. In my last video, I received several questions on Twitter and on Instagram about the smartphone clip that I use on my Xbox controller for gaming. It's from PowerA, and I think I paid like 15 bucks for it. I can't really remember. Links to everything in this video can be found in the description, so that way you can get up-to-date pricing by clicking those links. They're also my affiliate links, just to give you a heads up. I picked it up because it was cheap, sturdy, and convenient. It snaps right onto the Xbox controller, and it has 2 points of adjustability for your phone to ensure that you get that perfect angle. Just make sure that you're using a Bluetooth Xbox controller since there are 2 different types out there, and the older controllers require an adapter for Bluetooth use. Nomad makes some of my favorite smartphone accessories. They have awesome and high quality cases, wallets, keychains, and many other things. But the one thing I use every single day more than any other accessory is their short multi-cable. I always have one in my bag since I use a lot of devices that feature different ways to charge them, such as USB-C, micro USB, and then Lightning. The multi-cable has them all, so all I have to do is just bring this one cable and a power bank, and now I can charge all of my devices. The cable that I have here is a braided cable, and it's been really durable. In fact, I've been using Nomad's braided cables for years, and I've only broken one, which happened to be my own fault. They also offer Kevlar short multi-cables, which are even stronger, so if you want the best of the best and the most durable, just get the Kevlar one. They work great with portable power banks, like I said, desktop or nightstand docks that have USB ports, or for connecting things to a computer. Literally, these are my most used accessory, period. I've been using the Galaxy Buds Plus quite a bit lately, and they've become one of my favorite pairs of wireless earbuds. If you're using a Galaxy smartphone, I highly recommend picking up a pair of these. They sound really good and can be adjusted within the app using the EQ if the sound out of the box isn't good or pleasing to you. Make sure you're using the correct ear fitting or ear tip in order to get a proper seal. Otherwise, no matter what you do to the EQ settings, it's not going to sound as good as it should. The battery life of the earbuds and the case is also pretty good. Oh, and the active noise cancellation on these is also top notch in my personal opinion. It's not like the best of the best, but considering the form factor and what you're getting, I think it does a pretty good job. Like I said, I recommend these if you're using a Galaxy smartphone, but I also wanted to add that they work just as good on any other Android device. If you have an iPhone, I would just stick to the AirPods Pro. The last item I want to recommend for general use is a USB-C thumb drive or a micro SD card. My favorite thumb drive for smartphone use is this Samsung one. It's crazy small and it has fast transfer speeds. As for micro SD cards, I generally use Lexar cards since they've been really reliable, plus they're pretty affordable. Check out my storage tips and tricks video for more information on getting the most out of external storage and your Galaxy device. Alright, so let's transition into content creation accessories, and the first thing I recommend for any Samsung phone with built-in DeX capabilities is a portable monitor, a keyboard, and a mouse. You don't have to go crazy and spend a ton of money to get a great experience that is similar to a Chromebook. The monitor that I'm using is the Wemaxit 15.6-inch 1080p monitor from Andy Cine. It has an IPS panel that looks good and is great for photo editing, web browsing, office work, and other things that may require a larger display. It's not crazy bright by any means, but if you're using it in the shade or indoors, you should be perfectly fine. It has plenty of customization settings for dialing in a good-looking picture, plus it has power pass-through so you can charge your phone by plugging in the phone's wall charger into the monitor and then use a separate cable to connect your phone to the monitor. There's also an HDMI port, making this monitor extremely versatile for even connecting it to a Nintendo Switch, PS4, or an Xbox. I've used this monitor as a secondary display on my MacBook Pro, and it's also worked just as good in that aspect. As for a keyboard and mouse, you could use any Bluetooth keyboard, mouse, or trackpad. However, I wanted to keep things lightweight for my use, so I use a foldable keyboard and trackpad combo from iClever. It's crazy compact and works great with DeX. The trackpad is responsive, but don't expect it to be anywhere near as good as more premium trackpads like from Microsoft or Apple. The keyboard itself has tactile keys, but keep in mind, this keyboard is mad small and compact, so it's very cramped. It takes some time to get used to, but once you get used to it, I personally think it works pretty good. Next up, we have a couple smartphone gimbals. I typically use the Crane M2, but for this video, I wanted to keep things a little bit more simple and more smartphone oriented. The two gimbals that I've been using are the Hohem iSteady X and the Zhiyun Smooth X. Both of these gimbals are crazy compact, even pocketable depending on the pants that you're wearing, and both are under 80 bucks. The iSteady X from Hohem can support more weight than the Smooth X and offers tilt access or a third access, giving you more options when it comes to expanding your creativity. Controls are pretty basic on the iSteady X, and almost everything needs to be controlled through the app itself, which I guess is pretty normal for most smartphone style gimbals. The iSteady X is very smooth and definitely allows for some awesome shots, including the extremely popular Inception mode. The Smooth X is smaller and more portable than the iSteady X, but it doesn't offer the ability to tilt or that third access, and it supports less weight. It's important to mention that both of these smartphone gimbals support the Galaxy S20 Ultra with no issue, so I'm not sure how much of the weight limit is going to mean to you. The Smooth X is a different type of smartphone gimbal since it's more geared towards selfie shooting. It can extend pretty far and is angled perfectly for portrait style videos, making it ideal for IG stories, TikTok, etc. I prefer the Zhiyun app over the Home app, but honestly, I prefer to use the stock camera app since I want to take advantage of the 8K video, plus many of the other settings that Samsung has on their devices. The Smooth X is a little cheaper than the iSteady X, but again, it's not going to be perfect for everyone. If you're serious about smartphone videography and really want to get some awesome stable shots, go with the Home. If you want something easy to use and plan on using it mostly for portrait style videos, check out the Smooth X. Another great tool for content creation and smartphone videography is a portable slider. I've been using a couple, but the one that I've been using the most and the one that I've enjoyed the most is the Zeppin micro slider. It's basically an Edelkrone without the Edelkrone tax and price tag. It can extend much further than what you see while it's stationary, since the entire track moves rather than just the carriage. It's a little heavier than most compact portable sliders, but it's also much smaller in length for travel while being able to extend further than those other sliders. It supports plenty of weight, so if you're serious about pursuing filmmaking or content creation, you'll be able to use this slider with a DSLR or mirrorless camera in the future. If you purchase the slider by itself, it works pretty good, but the resistance is super high straight out of the box, so you might want to adjust that. If you have some extra cash, you could pick up the motor to go with the slider itself. It works really good. It takes Sony NPF style batteries, which are really affordable and easy to come by. It can be controlled by the app, which I have to say is probably my #1 complaint about this slider. The app is a little confusing and the layout is kind of awful. There are many options for accessories that haven't been announced or just aren't available yet, so they take up a lot of space and clutter up the interface. The good thing is you can control the slider's speed and the in and out points by using the buttons located on the slider itself. You can also simply push the forward or back arrows for a manual slide. The other accessory you can get is the bottom plate for the slider, which has built-in feet. I actually love this thing for the built-in quick release, so I can easily pop it off a tripod to get like a tabletop time lapse or maybe put it on the ground. It's definitely on the pricier side, so this isn't something that I would initially pick up if I was just getting started, but if you already have the essentials and are looking for a cool piece of gear to get more dynamic shots, it's a great option. Lastly, let's talk tripods. There are a ton of different tripods out there for smartphones, such as the small Pixie tripod from Manfrotto or its bigger brother. Now these are great tabletop style tripods, but obviously, if you're trying to mount something like the Zeppin slider to them, they're just gonna collapse. These are more ideal for smartphone vlogging. The SwitchPod is like a different beast because it's a great option in terms of vlogging and it can support the weight of a slider plus a camera. However, you're limited on any kind of adjustability. I personally believe that a tripod is something that you should invest in immediately if you're serious about content creation. It's pretty much the foundation to most shots, and since it secures and stabilizes your phone, camera, plus other gear, you kind of don't want to cheap out on it. If you can afford it, the Peak Design tripod is killer. It has several different add-on accessories like the flat plate that I have here for mounting your own fluid or ball head. There's also spike feet, and then there's the option to shorten the tripod in order to make it more like a tabletop tripod for vlogging. The carbon fiber version is expensive, but it comes with a lifetime warranty, so if you accidentally break it or it malfunctions, Peak Design will repair it or replace it, which is unheard of for a tripod in this price range. It has a built-in ball head, but as I said, that can be swapped out for the flat plate. The cool thing about using the built-in ball head is that you can use the included phone clamp, which can be found at the end of the telescoping center column. Honestly, I can't lie, this thing is really sweet. Initially, I was a hater, but after using it, I've been converted and now I'm a huge fan. If you're just getting started and are on a tight budget, obviously there are cheaper tripods out there, but if you can at least get the money up to get the aluminum version of the Peak Design tripod, I think you're going to be extremely happy. The aluminum version is quite a bit cheaper and still has all of the features of the CF version, including this cool case for protecting your tripod when traveling. Both the aluminum and the carbon fiber variants can support over 20 pounds, so it's obviously overkill for a smartphone, but now you have wiggle room for things like the Zeppin slider, or if you decide to upgrade from a smartphone to a full camera in the future. It's like I said in the very beginning, this isn't really a budget specific list, it's simply a bunch of accessories that I've been using more and more with my Galaxy S20 Ultra. With that said, if you would like me to do a budget style video with a similar format to this one, or you have anything to add to this list, let me know down below. Well, I guess that does it for this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to hit that thumbs up button down below. Subscribe for more videos just like this one, and I will see all of your smiling faces in the next video.